My stream died. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Round number 3. Acosta's minus 330 on the live line now. Oh, now I can come back in. So I got some Arlovsky plus 620. Now I could get Acosta at minus 380, minus 230 on DraftKings. All right. So I arbed enough there. I took some Arlovsky plus 620 at the end of round 1. Acosta moved to minus 225 here in round 3. So I came back on the Acosta side, covers my Arlovsky. So if Arlovsky wins, I break. Sorry. If Acosta wins, I break even, or Arlovsky wins, I make a little bit of money there. But I still have inside the distance, so I still need a plus inside the distance. Oh, right hand. Oh, look, went left to the body, right hand over the top. Looked like he landed. Another right in the clinch. Arlovsky's chin looks fine. Oh, another left hook lands for Acosta. Oh, big right hand. Arlovsky ducks under the left. Outside low kick from Acosta. Wow, this is going to go to decision. Oh, my God. Inside low kick from Acosta. Another inside low kick. Looked like he was trying to set up the overhand right. Switches. Oh, left, right uppercut. Oh, did it land? Left high kick from Arlovsky blocked. Right hook to the body. Three minutes left. Arlovsky lands a jab. So top of I guess split decisions live. I can't believe I didn't take split decision. Inside low kick. Oh, 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 oh. Looked like he landed right hand. Costa. Oh, overhand right. This is left hook. Uppercut, uppercut. The right uppercut's there. Arlovsky's dipping his head. 220 left. Overhand right. Left hook misses. He's just short on those. Oh, spinning back first from Arlovsky blocked. 2 minutes left. Arlovsky high kick blocked. Acosta high kick blocked. Double jab inside for Arlovsky doesn't land. I wonder if Acosta thinks he's winning. Oh, overhand right. Fingers to the eye. Right hand. Oh, oh, right uppercut. Right. Oh. Now they're throwing. 90 seconds left. Don't stop throwing now. Oh, Arlovsky with the lands of left hook. Oh, yeah, there was an eye poke there. They didn't call it. And he pushed off his face. Acosta minus 21. Arlovsky plus 1,000 on the live line. I got to sprinkle that some more. Plus 1,000. I mean, Acosta hasn't done too much, right? He landed maybe 1 or 2 big shots. $45 seconds left. I'm okay with the sprinkle on Arlovsky at plus 1,000, plus 1,200 here. 30 seconds. Bisping goes, "The pace hasn't slowed for either, man, but they haven't done anything." Ooh, speaking to the body. 10 seconds left. Oh, there's a left hand there for Arlovsky. Kick to the inside. Now he's coming for it. Second. Goes to decision. Wow. All right. So we lose the Acosta inside the distance bet. For my sake, I would like a split decision Arlovsky, just to teach him a lesson. What happened? Oh no. They're taking a while to get the decision in. All three, huh? Acosta, 29-28, unanimous decision. All right. Not the greatest of performance, but, hold on, what is give me a second. I think I got the stream to work. I'm trying to stream on YouTube as well at the same time. Where it changes. Okay. Alright, on to the next one, I guess. The next one, Phil Haas versus Bruno Ferreira. Okay, so, we just saw here in the Arlovsky fight, the market price the Acosta KO pretty big, and then we saw the fight go to decision. Nobody really thought it would go that long. Acosta winning decision. I think this is gonna be somewhat similar with the Phil Haas. I think Phil Haas is better everywhere, and I know what everybody's saying, it's the chin on Phil Haas. We just saw it in Arlovsky. I thought Arlovsky's chin was done too. If you assume that Phil Hawes's chin is not done, then he should be probably the favorite in this fight. Um, I took a little bit of fight to start round 2 at plus 120. And then I took a little bit of fight to go to decision plus 700, and I think Phil Haas decision sprinkled in as well. I think if ever a time to use some wrestling, this would be the time for Phil Haas to pull out the wrestling shoes, get multiple takedowns. Damn, sorry guys, I was on mute. Okay, let me rewind there. I was saying that the Phil Haas Bruno Ferreira's fight's coming up. We just saw in the Orlovsky fight. I thought Orlovsky's chin was done, but that fight going to decision. The market in that fight was pricing the Orlovsky um, to get knocked out pretty high, and I think that's what they're doing here with the Phil Haas side as well. Um, the tape, 3 losses by KO. His chin's probably gone. But if you just assume that maybe his chin's not gone, maybe it's just a couple of circumstances that got to the KO there. I think on paper, Phil House is probably better everywhere, right? And I think he has a clear path on the ground. I think he could wrestle. He just hasn't, which there's just so many unknowns with Ferreira that I was willing to take a stab on fight starts round 2 at plus 120. That way, if Hawes maybe gets the takedown early, rides him out, if I'm Hawes, that's what I'm probably trying to do. My chin's showing me some trouble, so I'm not going to stand and try to bang with this guy, trying to clinch him, trying to take him into deep waters, extend the fight a little bit. So, I mean, that's where my head's at. See if Phil Hawes, goes for that game plan, or if he just decides to trade with him. But we'll see. Yeah, even in the promo, nobody's expecting this to go 3 rounds. What is going on, my guy? Yeah, 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 yeah. I just threw a $50 on Haas submission just as we're talking here. I don't think it's live, but if he does grapple, maybe there are opportunities. We haven't really seen Ferrer get extended too much, so wouldn't surprise me that he's a fish on the ground. That he can't do much off of his back, gives up the wrong position. We just haven't seen it. So at plus 900, I like to take these little stabs. I think again, Phil Haas is probably the side, but I'm not willing to take it just because I don't know where the chin is at. I think at this size plus 120 to start round 2 only takes 5 minutes, and Haas is like if you have any type of fight IQ, you have maybe like a little bit of a higher guard. You stay at distance a little bit more. You're not looking for 4 knockouts in a row, so you might play it safe a little bit, especially against like a power puncher that you don't really know has gone deep. So yeah, best of luck to you if you're on the first. I don't really have a side right now, as long as it starts round 2. Um, actually, trying to think back. Actually, you know what I did take? DraftKings has a decision only line for um, for Phil Haas. I think it was minus 160, minus 170, and I think if anybody's going to win a decision, I think it could be Haas through grappling. If he grapples early and often, maybe stands on top, things like that. He has the takedown upside. Um, I think again, if his chin's gone, then he gets knocked out. I'm okay. I play it safe. That bet pushes. But if his chin's not gone, then I think Phil Haas is a better fighter. I think he's more chances of him going to decision, winning a decision. So at minus 170, I thought it was not bad. Yeah, Mhm. Yeah, I could see it, especially if there's, like again, it's all dependent on Phil Houses and his fight IQ. If he stands a trade with him, we're done. But if he chooses to grapple, then everything's, live, where the submission's live, the scramble's live, the ground and pound's live, all that stuff is live, but it really depends on, does Phil Haas fight smart? Does he come out and actually, like, stick to a game plan, or does he just get into a brawl and get knocked out in the first 2 minutes, right? I like to fade. I go a little bit contrarian to the market if everybody's on one side, especially obviously, I say that I lost the last fight against Acosta, but, that's why I'm basically on the Phil Hawes side. I don't have a money line side, but again, I hoping round 2, hoping decision. If it goes there, that's gonna be Hawes' decision. If he gets knocked out, at least let it be in round 2 for me. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. I don't know. Trying to remember if I took Phil Hawes KO. I think KO round 2, 3. Maybe extends it, maybe pushes him to deep water, he gasses a little bit. Okay, yeah. Mhm. I can see that for sure. For Hero KO round 3, I was trying to look for the specific one. I saw round 3 alone plus 1,200. Yeah, I put just okay, well, we're talking 25 bucks on round 3, just anybody round 3, because I think the cause KOs live in round 3 as well. Like you said, like, if he goes for broke, something. We'll see. They're in the cage. I think we'll know pretty early, so it's like, I don't have a side yet, but after the fight starts, if I see, like, at least Hawes attempting for a takedown or clinching up, then I might jump on that side early. If I see him just standing there willing to trade and get into firefights early, then I'll jump to the Silva the Pereira fight Pereira side. Alright, round number 1, Phil Hawes in the yellow trunks, Ferrer in the black trunks circling outside, switches to southpaw, Hawes in orthodox. Ooh, spin kick there. Trying to set my live lines too and do 2 things at one time. But yes, Hawes coming forward now. Trying to see if he's trying to grapple. Right hook misses for Herrera. Jab misses from Hawes. High kick from Ferrer misses. Oh, it's Ferrer looking for a takedown, really. Ferrer looked like he landed a left there. Hawes didn't go down at least. Another shot from the middle of the cage, grabs a foot back to stand. Ooh, Hawes with the left hook. So it's Ferreira looking for the takedown early. That tells me that Hawes doesn't probably want to go down to the ground with them, maybe. Oh, outside low kick countered with a right hand there from Ferreira. Looks like Hawes' chin's okay. He took a couple of big shots there. Back to South orthodox, right hand ducked under. Oh, nice knee from, Hawes in the clinch. Oh, nice trip. It was an inside trip. It looked like Ferrer's gonna get oh, Ferrer on top in side control. Alright, so now we get to see some Ferrer on top. What's he, all about here? Looks like he's trying to step over into mount. Nice elbow with the left side. Full Haas defending with that right knee close to the body. Yeah, you can see Ferrer get up on his knees. Ferrer just controlling here, just side control. No real space for Haas to really do anything. Bruno Ferrer minus 345 on the live line. Oh, on DraftKings, but on FanDuel, oh, they're dropped. Minus 280 now on FanDuel. Ferrer still in side control, really not doing anything, just holding him here. Nice knee to the body now. Now he's starting to knee. 220 left. I'm okay with this. Hold him here for the whole round. Posturing up now. Oh, nines the right hand. Oh, yep. Haas back up to his feet. For a knee in the clinch. Man, get out of here. Pushes off. All right, they're back to space. 2 minutes left in round number one. Left hand lands for Ferreira. Left hand for Ferreira again. I'm curious to see Ferreira's cardio. I'm questioning why he took him down to the ground and then from side control really didn't do anything from there. He's just trying to like coast a little bit. Looks like he's backing up, breathing a little bit hard. For Haas plus 172. Or sorry, plus 172 on the live line. Jab to the body. Or left uppercut. Yeah, he's throwing big. Let me just get to the second round first before I live bet. Oh, for a high kick, Haas jumped in. Oh, big knee. Oh, no. Right uppercut. Oh, Haas is done, no? If he, oh, my goodness. Oh, right hand for Ferreira. He's done. Haas is done. Ducks under. Get the takedown. Oh, Ferreira throws a trip. Oh, my goodness. A nice knee from Haas. 40 seconds left. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, fight starts round two and this happens. Spinning back fist from Ferreira. 30 seconds. Goes high, drops down. So any question about Haas's chin has been answered. Fucking Haas to stand there eating that knee up the middle. No, no, his chin's okay. Another knee up the middle. Just misses. 15 seconds left. Oh, man, career. 10 seconds left. Oh, Haas goes down. No, no. Oh, my goodness. He went out 10 seconds left. And then he's out cold. Wow. All right. Man, they're almost there. He eats that huge knee. Watch these replay, and then he goes out on the punches with 9 seconds left. See this replay here. Here's this knee. Jumping flying knee. Catches him clean on the forehead. Rocks him. Right uppercut rocks him. What is it? Oh, another kick that missed there. Left straight. See, that one looks so weird. That left straight, he throws it, and it didn't even look like it landed, like partially landed, and then it dropped him. This knee was short. That straight, oh, yeah, I caught him on the chin, I guess. And then he went down. He was out. That hammer fist put him out. Thought we were going to get there, man. Guerrero wins by round one TK. All right. Not the greatest. Trying to see if this YouTube stream is working. Oh, trying to live stream on YouTube as well, but I don't know if the video is up or if it's private. Trying to The channel is Fighting Stats on YouTube. Okay, hold on, hold on. All right, so I'm streaming on YouTube as well. Hold on. I'm gonna post it on my timeline, just the link. Who else is here? Okay, posted a YouTube link as well. All right, let's break down these next upcoming fights here. Hold on. Let's get. Yeah, that left straight's still from Fur. Doesn't look like it landed. Put Hawes out. Oh, this is a Simone fight. Ricky Simone Bautista. Okay. Uh, so for those that have DraftKings, I did put together a same game parlay for the Simone Batista fight. It is Ricky Simone to have the most significant strikes and Ricky Simone to have the most takedowns. I believe that was plus 110, 120-ish. You don't have to pick a winner. You get to pick either side wins as long as he gets most takedowns and most significant strikes. Simone's sort of relentless with takedowns. He's one of those guys that continues to shoot. Let me just pull up my stats here. Ricky Simone. All right, let's break this fight down. Okay. Simone's 8-3 in the UFC. 25% of his wins by KO, 25% wins by submission, 50% of his wins by decision. Most of Mario Batista's wins, 43% by submission, 43% by decision, 50% of losses by KO and submission. So, the one thing I wanted to talk about or highlight is the Ricky Simone offensive grappling. We'll go down to that part here. Offensive grappling. So Ricky Simone averages 3.6 takedown attempts in round one, 3.5 in round two, and 3 in round three. On average, successful takedowns 1.6 in round one, 1.7 in round two, and 1.4 in round three. So it's not really a question that Ricky Simone is probably going to shoot for a takedown here. Um, 99 takedowns attempted in his UFC career, 45 of them being successful, so just over 50% there. It's one of those things, if you continue to shoot, oh, so okay, if you're 50% takedown accuracy, you continue to shoot takedowns, you're gonna get one or two takedowns, right? So you're gonna land on top. I think he's gonna end up with most takedowns. I think that's safe. Then once you have the top time, what I do is I look at the ground strikes zone. So if he does have top time, Ricky Simon has thrown 82 ground strikes over his UFC career. 61 of them have landed there. So it gives you an edge if Ricky Simon gets a takedown. He does throw some ground and pound strikes. Normally, the one on top is going to do strikes. So to parlay or to same game parlay the most takedowns and the most strikes, I think it's a better way of playing Ricky Simone's money line. And so if you go down to the Ricky Simone's UFC career. I believe it was 5 out of the 7 um, past fights, he's won the most takedowns and the most strikes. Uh, UFC stats. I'm just pulling it up just to verify. So if you bet on those, you also get if Bautista somehow he has a nice guillotine from the bottom. If somehow Batista finds the guillotine here, you're still covered with the strikes and the takedown. If Batista somehow throws a flying knee and gets caught, but Simon gets caught, you still get covered. So I probably prefer that way. I know again, some most people don't have access to DraftKings, but when you do, then I look for creative ways of playing it rather than just playing a straight money line. I did get Simone early at minus 135 ish. This was back in September. So obviously that line got steamed up here. At the current price, I probably doesn't take it just because I think it's going to be a little bit close at minus 135. I was okay with it. Okay, so Ricky Simon just going through his stats here against Song Yadong, had most takedowns, not most strikes. Jack Shorter, 2 takedowns, 25 strikes. Sun Sao, 2 takedowns, more strikes. Kelleher, most takedowns, most strikes. Yeah. So out of his last 5 wins, they met the condition over the last 5 wins. Looks like when he does lose, he does lose the significant strike battle. But let's, sorry, this is another one. I wanted to take a look at. So now, okay, so we know Ricky Simon offensive grappling. We're going to go to Mario Batista defensive grappling. So I sort of look at offense to defense. Defensively, Batista has seen 1.6 takedowns attempts against in round 1. He averages 0.8 allowed in round 1. So even before coming up to Ricky Simon, he's already allowing about 1 takedown around in round 1. I think it's easier for Simone to get out of the gate faster with a takedown to get some top control. Mario Batista is going to be the one having to get up, use the energy to get back up, get back to his feet. If he doesn't, then Simone controls him on the ground all that time. So if he does get the takedown, then Batista has to use some energy to get back up. Then then it goes back to standing if he does it again. Batista also has to consider the strike selection. He can't overcommit on long combos because the guy wants to level change and get you down. You're sort of aware of it. Sometimes your hands come a little bit lower to try to defend the takedowns. You want those underhooks on the takedown attempts. So all of these things sort of go into play when you're watching the tape. What happened to my stream? I cannot hear it. Oh, they're still okay. So they're still walking around. Takedowns against, and then okay. So in round 2 is a little bit better. 0.4 takedowns against in round 2. 0.3 in round 3 as well. Successful takedowns. Damon Blackshear was 4 or 5 in round 1, and then went 0-2 in round 2 against Batista. Guido Canetti went 1 of 1 in takedowns in round 1 as well. Benito Lopez didn't shoot. Brian Kelleher didn't shoot. Jay Perrin went 1 for 2 in round 1. Trevin Jones went 0 for 3. So over the last 3 or 4 fights, it looks like anybody that has attempted a takedown in round 1 has gotten it. Not the best recipe again for Batista. We assume that Ricky Simone's going to find the takedown early. Let me see if I can pull together a same game parlay with something like that. Just talking it through. Where are my bets? So I'm thinking about something like Ricky Simone takedown round 1, and maybe Batista comes back, and maybe you get some contrarian work there. Let me see. Okay, we'll start with the takedown round 1. What is that at? Ricky Simone knockdown, takedown round 1, minus 650. Okay. So that's why most of the time, we just talked about how likely it was. DraftKings sets that line at round 1, takedown for Ricky Simone, minus 650. So when you look at those odds again, you can't play the under, and that's why they're able to get away with these lines of minus 650. I'm not willing to touch that. Like we just talked about, it's probably likely, but to play minus 650 is kind of insane. Even the most takedowns here at minus 475 makes more sense. So Ricky Simone most takedowns. Um, there might not be a knockdown. Tied knockdowns, most significant strikes. You gotta go with Ricky Simone plus 230. And let's see, for example, if Simone can't finish him, goes to decision. See, it only goes up to 280. So I'm not going to talk about. So Ricky Simone most takedowns, tied knockdowns. Ricky Simone most significant strikes is plus 225. When I add decision, it only goes up 65 cents to 280. So you don't take that, you take it off. If I highlight Ricky Simone to win from plus 230 to plus 275, only goes up 45 cents. So you don't take a side, you get rid of that. Yeah, it might have to be most takedowns. Maybe Batista gets a guillotine. Let's try that. Plus 1200. What if I pick a side? Plus 4500. Okay. So let me read it back to you. Tell me if it makes sense here. Ricky Simone to have the most takedowns. That seems fine. Tied knockdowns. I think if it stays on the ground, knockdowns probably stays tied. Ricky Simone most significant strikes. We talked about how he throws those strikes from the top position so he can rack up some of the significant strikes. And then it's Mario Batista to win by submission. He's crafty with the guillotine. He doesn't have a bad squeeze. I think if Mario Batista is going to find the submission, it's probably going to be from the bottom. Like you don't. Is Mario Batista going to be the one shooting for a takedown, being the one on top, and then getting submissions from top? It's more likely that it comes from the bottom. So Batista submission, but then Ricky Simon to control him. It's possible at plus 4,500. Not a bad look. I want to compare it to the actual Batista to win by submission plus 800 alone. Um, so you're adding more pieces to the puzzle, but you're jumping those odds up to plus 4,500. I mean, after talking it through and not taking it seems crazy. So $25. All right. So we do have the Ricky Simone side. So this is more of a hedge. If Ricky Simone is on top, then Batista finds the submission from the bottom, gets him in the guillotine, something like that. We've sort of hedged that side now with the same game parlay at plus 4,500. Otherwise, we're okay with the Simone win. Um, how slow is it? Some of the other plays, I think most of the finishing equity is going to be on the Ricky Simone side. I think that's evident in the flight lines here, right? Ricky Simone finish only, no, minus 150. What split decision? Fight to end by split plus 450? Nah, not worth it. What's going on with my stream now? They're in the cage now. They're not in the cage. Hold on, guys. All right, they're in the octagon. Let's get this up here. Ricky Simone, the minus 180 favorite. Mario Batista, the plus 150 underdog. Batista's going to have 3 inches of height. The reach advantage is about the same. Trying to put out my live lines now. Minus 192 now? He closed minus 192? All right, round number one. They are off. Ricky Simon takes the center of the cage. Orthodox. Batista on the outside throws an outside low kick in blue. Who jumps under that one? Simon threw a outside low kick. Batista just popped up. Front kick from Batista. Inside low kick from Simon. These guys are fast. Batista switches to Orthodox. Simon still taking the center of the cage. Batista goes high with the high kick, misses. Overhand right blocked by Simon. Some feeling out process here for Batista, or left hook for Simon. Looks like he landed outside low kick from Batista there. Ooh, overhand right. Didn't look like it got to Batista. I think landed. One, two. Looked like the two got through for Batista. Jumping knee. Oh, he's good. Get him. A little bit surprised that Simon. Okay, so Batista went for a jumping knee, fell back to the ground, and then Simon didn't really like run after him and try to capitalize on that position. There's a double leg. Gets the takedown. Well-timed takedown for Ricky Simon. Passes right to half guard. He's on top here now. So now we get to see if Bautista, if he can get up right away here, create a scramble, then he's probably live. But if he struggles here, someone has heavy top pressure, you feel like it's going to repeat in rounds 2 and 3. Simone passes to side control. Looks like he's bridging up. Batista's getting up, giving up the neck. So it looked like Simone went for the neck and sort of gave the position back up. Batista back up to his feet. So at least you know that Batista can get up. Back to the center of the cage, both in orthodox. Simone looks for left hook, misses. Outside low kick for Simone. Another outside low kick. Jumping knee. Oh, he knocked out. What happened there? It looked okay. So Batista threw a knee. It looked like it landed, but then Simone went right into a takedown. Another knee. Batista's really trying to time the knee as Simone is going in for the double leg. I thought it landed. It was like the well time between the time throwing the knee and then Batista going down or Simone going down to his knees. Batista plus 124 at DraftKings, plus 164 on FanDuel. Batista line's coming down a little bit. Double unders here for Ricky up against the fence. Should be able to trip him there. Odds back to even money, both sides. Breaks off. Ooh, deep breath for Simone. Outside low kick from Batista. Batista minus 150 now on. Another in the neck again. I just took some Batista live at minus 115. And it looks like Simone's slowing down a little bit. So I took some Batista live. Minus 195 now. Minus 164. Up to minus 130 now on DraftKings. Batista, nice kick to the body. That's gonna he's trying to zap the cardio. Right, 2-1-2. Another kick to the body from Batista. Whoa, left hook. He drops Batista. Now Simone on the back. I'd have to see a replay. Was that a drop or was that just a fall because he was throwing something at the time? And that's the thing with cage side judging, right? Like the judges are beside them watching this happen. They're not allowed to look at the replay. They're not like they're spread across the cage. Who knows if they think it's a knockdown or a trip? Batista minus 160 on the live line, minus 186. I don't know how to score that round now. You can see he's setting up the body kicks. He went to the body there. You can see Simone really slowing down. Batista minus 134. I'm going to put some more Batista minus 115. I'll put another $100 on that. Maybe we can win both sides where Simone picks up his striking count and well, he got the takedown, so far he has most takedowns. So he throws his knee, that left hook. Okay, that left hook landed. It was the left hook that landed. Okay, he got them. Yeah, I mean, he throws him more off balance. He's throwing a jumping knee, and the left hook sort of pushes him off balance. He pops up right away. So do you consider? I wonder if they consider a knockdown. Ooh, swinging wheel kick for Batista. Big overhand right misses for Simone. Or nice pull counter two for Batista. Outside low kick from Simone. Double kick from Batista short. Overhand right. Oh, Batista landed there in that exchange. Simone with the left hook. Batista moving well. Oh, nice outside low kick. Looked like it was checked. See if he throws it again. Trying to shake it out. Did not throw it there. Jab from Batista. Outside low kick from Batista. Simone loading up on that right hand. Left hook from Simone. Knee up the middle. Batista's working the body with hooks. Both guys still orthodox. Nice head movement for Simone there. Ducks under left hook. Ooh, Simone threw a right hand. Looked like it was blocked from Batista. Looked outside for a double leg. Shoots a takedown. Outside trip. Doesn't get it. Simone Batista defending. Sending out Kimura on the right side. Lynching here up against the fence. 50-50. Batista minus 160 on the live line. I mean, if Simone's going to struggle here to get the takedown, and he looked like he was deep, he should have got that takedown. I think this is Batista going to take over late. Minus 160, minus 195 on the Batista side. You could argue he won round one. Again, I don't know what they saw in that at the end. He was winning up until that point, I thought. Minus 230 now on the live line. Outside low kick from Batista. Yeah, someone trying to close the distance, but he's more loopy shots. Nice dig to the body, Batista. Left hook there. Left hook right, just that right hook a little bit short, minus 250 for Batista live. Minus 345 on DraftKings. Those high kick misses. Minus 250 FanDuel still. Nice knee from Simone. Looks like it partially landed. Overhand right for Simone there. Whoa, nice kick to the body. Batista's working that body, man. He's going kicks to the body, punches to the body. Oh, left hook from Simone lands. Minus 520 now for Batista on the live. Nice knee. Landed a knee to the chest from Batista. Ducks under left hook a little bit short. 1 minute left in round number 2. Nice dig to the body, left hook by Simone. 1-2 lands for Batista. Yeah, Batista's taking over. Batista's so much faster. And it's a range thing, I think. Simone a little bit more loopier on his strikes. Batista's fast and quick. Yeah, see, Simone shot in for a double leg. Batista defended. I think if you're going to keep it standing, you're going to have trouble here. And if you can't get it to the ground, yeah. Minus 1,000 for Batista. Left hook for Simone. Ducks under again for takedown with 10 seconds left. That's not smart. Defended for Batista. Yeah, he's done. Oh, no, it's Batista with a takedown attempt. Oh, my goodness. So, Mario Batista, minus 10,000 or 1,000 on the live line. Again, I don't know what to make of round 1. I thought it was Batista winning up until Simone landed that right hand. I don't know if the judges counted it as a knockdown. It's probably a Batista round, and he's probably up 2 rounds. Minus 810 on the live line sounds about right. I took the Batista live, I think at 115 or something, somewhere around minus 115 or such. I could come back on the Ricky Simone side right now at plus 500, but I think I'm going to let it ride. Just from what I'm seeing, it looks like Simone's slowing down a little bit. The smart thing, though, to do if you are trying to live bet strategically is if you take that Simone side and the odds dramatically switch, you still got 5 minutes left here. So why not lock in some profit if you can? Anything can really happen, especially in round 3. But I'll let it ride. Let's see what happens. I'm going to kick myself. I mean, Simone was only plus 400 on the live net. Now he's plus 500. So we got $4 ARB. Kick from Batista. Jab from Simone there. I wonder what the striking numbers are. I don't want to look. Oh, right hand from Batista lands. 1-1-2 short for Batista. Close. Oh, ducks under for a single leg. Don't give this up. Oh, left hand there. Knee. Drops down for a takedown. Double leg. Is he going to get it? He should get this. He has him. Brings him over to the corner. Why are you doing that? Just drop him. Oh, almost. Oh, landed on his arm. Could have broken that left arm there. You put him up against the fence, though. All right, so Simone's on top, 4 minutes in half guard here on top. Now the live line drops down. Man, you see right away. Ricky Simone plus 175. The line doesn't really make sense. If we assume that Batista was up 2 rounds going into 3, then he should still be minus 3, 4, 500. Simone's not going to finish too often here on top position. But if you think it's 1-1, then you have to go Simone's side. Looks like Batista's going to get up here. Now he's back up to standing. 320 left in round 3. Minus 345 for Batista. That's probably playable. You know what? Do we lay it? All right. So we got it in. I laid minus 345 on Batista. I think at this point of the fight, it's okay. Again, we're assuming that Batista's up 2 rounds. That's why the was minus 1,100, minus 800 between the rounds. And now that they're back to standing, it's not like Simone had top position, was more likely to finish from top position. Here, standing, it's still fairly even on the feet. Oh, now they're swinging. 2.5 left in the fight. Oh, nice uppercut from Batista. Oh, ducked under another right uppercut. Now he switches to southpaw. Jab, jab. Batista's so slick on the feet. 1, 2, 3 is 1, 2, 3 is too smooth. Pop, pop, pop is 1, 1, 2 right there. Pop a nice elbow from Batista. Looking good in the pocket, man. Simone shoots in for a takedown, naked takedown, easily stuffed. Back up to the feet. Another takedown attempt for Simone. In on a single up against the fence. Double unders. Pummels from Batista. Circles off. Nice work. 1, 2 from Batista. See, now Batista's back to minus 810. We laid minus 300, and that was like a couple of minutes ago. Now he's back to minus 1,000. You can beat the live lines if you're willing to lay the juice, I think. 1, 2 from Batista. Another 1, 2. Minute 13 left. Looks like Batista's landed way more strikes. But if I would have taken Simone money line, which I did anyway, oh, rocked. 60 seconds left. Batista's pouring it on late. Simone shooting for a takedown just to save face at this point. Not going to get him. Oh, pops another jab. Batista pouring it on. Not stop pressure. Oh my God, he's going to find a finish. Popping jabs. Uppercut in the clinch. 30 seconds left. Drops down for takedown. Doesn't get it. Simone keeping him up. Left hook. I'd rather it's going clinch there, but right overhand right doesn't get there. Batista in on a takedown. Left hand. Oh, did he drop it? No. Simone takedown defense. What a good fight, though. I'm gonna say that's a Batista fight. 29-28, 30-27. Even I think even 30-27 doesn't surprise me. You might get like 130-27, 229-28, something like that. Let me do it here. Somebody coming up to speak. I couldn't tell. I'm watching the stream here. Split. Yeah, okay. So 30-27, 30-27, 29-28, Mario Bautista. So we were close. We said 130-27. There was two of them. Makes sense, yeah. The live line was off. Pre-fight read, not the greatest. Again, I took the minus 135 on Simone. Batista looked good. Simone was able to get the takedown. Batista was able to pop back up, and then it looked like um, Simone faded a little bit in there. The takedown's coming a little bit harder in the later rounds. Bautista can put on a pace, especially volume wise. Um, so it really stood out there. Yeah, makes sense. Batista goes to decision again. All right. Not the greatest night so far, but we will continue. We got a little bit back on the live line. Pre-fight reads and during reads completely different. If you see something during the fight, you can change your position. Don't let your pre-fight bets determine your live lining bets. Sort of, if the money's gone, already consider it to be gone. Um, I don't know. Don't chase. Let me see here. Look, what do we got coming up? Mario Batista. Okay, so the next fight we'll talk about is the Jim Miller Gabriel Benitez fight. Um, those watching, for those watching on YouTube, I'm going to pull up the Benitez fight. Benitez, um, we did talk about this earlier in the chat, but I'm going to talk about it again because the fight is next. So the Gabriel Benitez, um, Jim Miller fight. Jim Miller pushing 40. Again, he's looking to get onto UFC 300, which is in April. So he's going to be looking for a quick turnaround here. Honestly, for that reason, we've seen it time and time again where the UFC wants something. And so because they think they're going to get Jim Miller for UFC 300, I could see him honestly either getting his legs chewed off and then not being able to make it, getting viciously KO'd here and not being able to make it. And then they'll adjust it. Maybe they'll try to force him back a little bit too early. Maybe takes a little bit of damage or injures too much, and then he forces the UFC 300 fight. All things sort of up in the air. But I wanted to talk about this. Gabriel Benitez is East. Okay. Jim Miller is also a southpaw. The reason that I bring up is everybody talks about Gabriel Benitez, his leg kicks. Harrigan's kicker and AKA, they'll talk about it. It's like minus 1,000 for them to talk about it during the fight. But big leg kicker only kicks from southpaw, throws that rear leg kick. The reason that it's relevant is that Jim Miller also fights southpaw. So here against Onama's unorthodox. The inside low kick is a little bit harder to throw because it's more likely that he gets checked. So every time Onama switches to southpaw, that's when Benitez is throwing that left kick, pounding that lead leg. Okay. Jim Miller has not really seen a leg kicker like Benitez. Okay. Let me see. Do I have it up here? Hold on. Jim Miller. I'm going to bring up the fighting stats report. Just give me a second. Jim Miller, offensive striking, defensive striking. Oh, it's not sorted well, but I went through the numbers of Jim Miller's offensive striking. His leg kicks against. His leg kicks against were only like one leg kick against, two, maybe three. It was never really more than four or five. Um, any of his opponents really never punished the leg. Jim Miller in his career is 4-7 against southpaws. Worth noting that. Gabriel Benitez 1-0, only fought one southpaw, won that matchup there. Again, the leg kicks it makes a difference, and I don't think people are considering it too much here. So, if Benitez can throw these leg kicks, Jim Miller's 40. How many leg kicks can he really take? Theoretically, like they always talk about Jim Miller was one of the first ones to start throwing the leg kicks. Okay, great, but Gabriel Benitez is a lot better at throwing the leg kicks, and so if he can stand in kicking range, throw these leg kicks, beat Miller up. Once your lead leg is done, it takes away a lot of power that you have on your rear throw. So if Jim Miller's trying to throw the power left down the middle, because he can't put a ton of weight on that lead right leg, it takes a little bit of power off of the left hand. So the KOs become less likely. If he has to shoot for a takedown, now his legs are not there as well, right? So it makes it a little bit harder to get the takedowns. As the fight goes on, it only becomes worse and worse. So I think there is a path to victory for Benitez here. If he does throw the leg kicks, which he does, especially against the southpaw, I can see Gabriel Benitez winning in rounds 2 and 3 after the legs just get chewed up. Maybe it's a TKO because of leg kicks. Maybe it's Jim Miller's on one leg, so now he's forced to shoot, and he shoots, from the outside on one leg or whatever it is, right? Uh, Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Benitez wrapped up a neck in a Jim Miller shot. Maybe he's shooting for a takedown because he can't take the leg kicks anymore. Shoot for a takedown and then gets choked out, sort of thing. Otherwise, I think Benitez has more ways to win. Um, Similar, obviously, if it goes down to the ground, he's great on the ground. He could win a decision, but for this play, my biggest play of the night actually was the Benitez plus 3.5. It got came up a little bit. It would open, and it got to minus 125. I played at minus 125. I saw it this afternoon at minus 110. Honestly, that's not a bad look considering Gabriel Benitez, his money line was plus 110. You're getting 3.5 points for minus 110. It's only 20 cents. And so if it does go to decision, you're winning any 29-28. So if a Jim Miller controls him for 2 rounds, you still get a 29-28 plus 3.5 cover. Jim Miller, is he going to win many 30-27 decisions? Maybe. But again, for the 20 cents, I get the plus 3.5. I think Jim Miller, his finishing equity is probably a little bit overrated, especially at 40, especially considering leg kicks. He was a minus 300, minus 400 fight in his last fight, which he was supposed to win, and he did. I think Benitez, he's been historically pretty durable. I know he's lost a couple of them by KO, and I get that. It's just, is Jim Miller really compared to the guys that knocking them out? Um, I tried same game parlays all day with this one because um, I wanted to pull up like a Gabriel Benitez. Maybe he keeps it standing for the 15 minutes, right? And then because of the leg kicks, the fight goes down to the ground. So I was looking at like tied takedowns, but Jim Miller to win by submission, or TKO, no knockdowns because of the leg kicks, it drops him, something like that. But none of the odds were really worth it. I couldn't find anything I really liked. I did put in, and I can't remember the actual numbers here. Actually, hold on here. It's somewhere in one of these tabs. I do have a same game parlay on this, and I'm trying to find it. Okay, so tied takedowns, tied knockdowns, and goes to decision, plus 1,200. So just the same thing we talked about. Just Mowgli keeps it standing. Jim Miller, his 40 might not be able to get the takedowns. Benitez circles the outside, pops that leg kick, wins by decision by leg kicks. Jim Miller not able to do anything, doesn't really get a knockdown from it, doesn't really get a takedown from it, goes to decision plus 1,200. Not bad. If you add Benitez to win in that, you get it up to plus 2,800. And then if you add in Benitez most strikes to that, you get it to plus 4,000. So I laddered it a little bit. I think if Benitez can hit the leg a bunch of times, he can win a decision. And I think because he's hitting the legs, he racks up the significant strikes. So I think all three are live. I laddered it just to be safe. So plus 4,000, plus 2,800, and plus 1,200 for DraftKings. And then I have the plus 3.5 on Gabriel Benitez. So worst case for me is a Jim Miller comes out round one and just starts with MKO, and then I'm just sitting here laughing at that. But well, that's why we gamble. Let's see if it happens. In terms of live betting here, we're going to keep an eye on that lead leg of Jim Miller. If Benitez does go to the leg and go to the leg often, then we're going to look at coming in on that side. If Jim Miller gets the takedown early, we're going to see if Benitez can get up, or if he just spends all round on the bottom. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's opportunity if Jim Miller gets the takedown, rides out top control, wins round one, and then round two again starts back up on the feet. Especially if Benitez has landed a couple of those leg kicks, it might be a chance to enter on Benitez live in round two. Pull up my live betting lines. Who is old enough to remember that Jim Miller had a brother that also fought in the UFC? Cannot remember his name. Something Miller, obviously. Benitez got up to plus 125, eh? A lot of people liking the Jim Miller side. So same height, same reach for both fighters. Did you guys see that Jim Miller wants Bruce Buffer to introduce him at UFC 300 as Jim fucking Miller? I'm all for that. You know what? He's deserved it after spending all this time there. Okay, DraftKings up, FanDuel is up. Streaming here. Southpaw versus Southpaw. There we go. All right. So both guys Southpaw like we thought would happen. 3, 2, 1, leg kick. 3, 2, 1, leg kick. 1, 2 from Benitez. Looks like he landed there. Both guys trade jabs. Benitez left high kick. Oh, there's an outside low kick. 1. Oh, Miller returns an outside low kick. Nice. Nice jab there from Benitez. Miller returns with right hook, left hook. 1, 2 for Miller. Benitez is circling to his left, trying to get the angle on the kick. Nice inside low kick from Jim Miller. 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, Jim Miller's landing here. Benitez clinching, breaks off. Benitez back to the center of the cage. 1, 2. And Benitez looked like he landed an elbow there. Nice outside low kick again from Benitez. Miller comes back with his 1, 2 of his own. Back and forth on the leg kicks, 2 each. Oh, 3. Miller lands an outside low kick of his own. Well, the 3-2 combo lands for Benitez. Jim Miller minus 300 on the live line. What? One, two straight for Benitez. Oh, and right high kick. Oh, I must be way behind. Miller's minus 345 on the live line. Overhand left for Benitez. Goes high minus 425 for Miller. How far behind am I? All right, I'm loading up Benitez plus 300 for right now. I don't know if I, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice combo there from Miller. Comes forward, throws a knee in the clinch. Another nice knee in the clinch, partially blocked by Benitez. Benitez throws a knee of himself. Breaks off. Miller looks good, man. 40 years old. Benitez goes high with the kick, doesn't get there. Miller coming forward, crowding the kicker. Come on. Uppercut for Benitez misses. Left straight misses. And there's an outside low kick. Ooh, 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 ooh. Left hook. Miller tries to return his own outside low kick. Oh, another one. Okay, so keep an eye on Jim Miller's right leg, how he's putting weight on it, how he's moving on it. Inside low kick with it. See it bruised up a little bit. If Jim Miller switches to orthodox, we have to pound the Benitez side. Another outside low kick for Benitez. Catches a kick there. Jim Miller clinching up against the fence. Double unders, throw the knee, doesn't get there. Plus 270 for Benitez here. I might come in on Benitez plus 270. You know what? I've seen Jim Miller fade like this. Plus 300. Well, Benitez looks like he's slowing down as well. Inside low kick from Miller lands. Oh, Benitez landed the left hand there. Nice jab. Now 1-2 short for Benitez. Outside low kick again. Oh, see, now Miller's starting to lift the right leg. He's trying to check it. Do one more. 30 seconds left in round number one. Left hook there. Inside low kick from Mowgli. 1-1-2 for Mowgli. Overhand left for Benitez. Nice outside low kick from Miller there. Let's see how he walks back. Let's see what he says between rounds here. Plus 250 for Gabriel Benitez on DraftKings. Minus 345 for Jim Miller. Let's see if they put ice on it. I used to think Jim Miller only had one round of cardio. Plus 250 for Benitez. We did take some plus 250 on Benitez, just putting it out there on the live line. We'll see if it comes down. Okay, so it looks like Jim Miller probably won this round. But if Benitez comes back and wins round number 2, you might get an even situation. Then you get to our bout on the Jim Miller after round 2. So we'll keep that in mind. Keep an eye on what happened here. How far am I behind? Now what happened? Minus 350. Plus 150. These lines are all over the place here. All right, they're off. Round number 2. Still Orthodox versus Orthodox. 1-2 for Benitez. 3-2 for Benitez lands outside low kick. Oh, Miller throwing his own outside low kick. Looks like they're landing. You can see the right leg of Benitez hurting. Oof. Inside low kick for Benitez. 1-2 ducks under for Benitez. Oh, nice right hook from Miller. Looked like it partially blocked. Oh, it landed a left straight. Oh, Miller's throwing it on here. Knee on the break. He caught Benitez clean with the left. One, two, three for Miller. Short. Inside kick. Oh, Miller returns a kick. I like how he ends his combo with the kick. Benitez looks okay. He recovered. Left straight for Miller. Miller's winning this round so far. Another 1-2 lands for Benitez. Outside low kick from Jim Miller. Oh, nice left hook to the body for Miller. Oh, another left hand lands for Miller. Oh, another one. 1-1-2 for Benitez. Gonna have to be something big to get this round back. Miller shooting for a takedown, easily gets the takedown. Ah, we're messed. We're Miller in full guard. It looked like it, man. It took him a whole 7.5 minutes for Miller to start shooting the takedown. Benitez spinning for an armbar. Miller on top, still working in full guard here. Right hook to the body. More right hooks to the body from Jim Miller. The over 1.5 was minus 135. Yeah. Ooh, big elbow from Miller. Elbow from the bottom from Benitez. Nice elbow from Benitez from the bottom. Benitez rolling for an armbar. 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 No, he doesn't have it. No, he lets go. Miller gets out. Benitez back to full guard, closed guard on the bottom. Really just trying to control the posture. Miller trying to hold on. Now it's Jim Miller minus 230 on the live line. They're taking the 230, but yeah, now minus 425. Big left from Miller. Oh, he's on the back. 1 minute left. One hook in. Gonna go body triangle. That's probably it, folks. They always say you want to put the body triangle on the ground, so Benitez is gonna have to roll over to his left. No, the other way. And Benitez has to put the triangle on the floor and sort of turn into him. Otherwise, 30 seconds left. Just take your breath back. There's no point of wasting energy trying to escape at this point. You've lost the round. Just don't get submitted here. So 2-on-1, holding on, regain some cardio a little bit back. You know, you're way down this round, so there's no point of wasting energy getting up. Working a choke from Jim Miller. Ooh, Jim Miller slow to get up. Benitez plus 840 on the FanDuel live line. How gassed is Benitez? Can he cover? Don't listen to me, guys. Coming down a little bit. Now Miller minus 720. So Miller's doing better than with the kicks than I anticipated. Both guys, you can see the right leg of Mowgli there, pretty bruised up as well. Both guys going to be tough to walk tomorrow. 1-2 for Benitez. Inside low kick from Benitez. Miller's still coming back. He looks fine. So plus for the plus 3.5 here, I'm gonna need a big round for Benitez, I think. Miller lands a left again. The thing is, what does he do? He's throwing these 1-2s. He's throwing the outside leg kick already. You can't take Miller down. So how does he adjust? Ooh, that left hand is there for all day for Miller. He's landing the straight left. Outside low kick from Benitez. Another outside low kick from Miller. He's responding for kick for kick. Yeah, it doesn't look like Benitez has it in him. I don't think he can finish him. He's not sitting down as his punches enough. He doesn't throw big leg kicks or head kicks enough. He doesn't have the takedown path. I don't see a finish here. Previous best for Jim Miller in leg kicks. I mean, yeah. Any chance Benitez shoots for a takedown and gets it? Because then we would be tied takedowns. Takedown, takedown, takedown. And the left from Miller there. 1-2. Ducks under. Benitez coming for it a little bit, but still not outside low kick again. Miller right hook short. Outside low kick for Miller as well. Oh, Miller with a takedown. Ah, man. Miller with the takedown in half guard now. So 2:20 left in round three. That looks like it's it. So I wonder who he fights at UFC 300 then. I heard a rumor that it could be Paul Felder. Stepped over. No, Miller's going to get the back. Benitez, 1 minute 50 left in round three. Miller's on the back. Both hooks in. On the face. Who had you tap? Wow, Benitez got sub. Round three submission by Jim Miller. Well, we were on our way to losing that bet anyway, so not the best look. Jim Miller finds a submission in round number three. Looks like he'll be at UFC 300, folks. It didn't look like he took a ton of damage. That lead leg probably heals up in a couple of weeks. He should be fine. Um, honestly, Jim Miller did not look bad at all. Mowgli, yeah, a little bit suspect. That left hand, he kept on eating from southpaw. Um, wasn't able to do much with the low kicks. Didn't really have the option of the takedown. Looked like anytime Miller wanted it to the ground, he could have got it to the ground. Not sure why he didn't shoot earlier. Yeah, Miller's on the chin here. It's not even under the chin, and I feel like he could have fought out of it. Yeah, you can see it on the chin, and he taps just a neck crank. Oh, okay. Moving on. Let's talk about this next one then. So, Ankalaev, Johnny Walker. All right, while we're waiting, let's pull it up for those at YouTube here. Let me just go back. Walker, Ankalaev. Is there anybody here needed to say something? Okay, so Johnny Walker, Ankalaev, right? I don't see much happening, much difference from the first fight. I talked about it earlier, but in the Ankalaev Young Blachowicz fight, Young Blachowicz really went to the leg kicks. Um, Young Blachowicz throwing the leg kicks no matter what, going shin on shin. He just has iron for bones. So he attacked the lead leg kick of Ankalaev. Ankalaev not really able to do much because of the leg kicks. But then we saw the adjustment after that fight. Johnny Walker thought that you could come in against Ankalaev and use the same game plan, throw a lot of leg kicks, go to the leg kick early. But we saw right away as Johnny Walker, anytime he just flashed the hips or opened the hips a little bit, Ankalaev was already trying to check it with the lead leg using a very Muay Thai stance with the light lead leg. So it already looked like Ankalaev was making adjustments because of that. I thought that Johnny Walker coming in could capitalize on it, but again, Ankalaev adjusted there. So it takes that path to victory out if Johnny Walker was going to stand on the outside throwing leg kicks. Um, yeah, I think for Johnny Walker to win, he's going to have to make it a crazy fight. And, I think his best win equity is rounds 1 and 2 KO. It's not a bad stab at plus 2,000. You know, he's one of those guys where he throws power, but his chin is way up in the air. So it's either cracked or be cracked. Johnny Walker KO round 1 plus 2,000 for a sprinkle. We saw in the first fight Ankalaev go to the body. He throws. He's in southpaw for most of the time, so he's going to throw pretty much down the middle. We saw Ankalaev really throwing that left straight to the body, and that's what dropped and sort of made Johnny Walker keel over. Was the left straight to the body, sort of a liver shot. Johnny Walker on going down throws a jumping knee, just misses, and then Ankalaev gets there. Um, you can see Ankalaev when Johnny Walker went down, Ankalaev was on the back, trying to get the hooks in, trying to get the rear naked choke. Technically, on paper, Ankalaev doesn't have any submission attempts, but we saw in the Johnny Walker, he was on his back. He was looking for a rear naked choke. It was on the neck or on the chin, just like we saw. So the DraftKings has like a submission only line. You rarely see it, but so now it's minus 280. I can't remember what we got, minus 250 ish. Um, I thought that Ankalaev had more ways to the submission than Johnny Walker. I can't see really Johnny Walker one attempting a takedown, two have any top time, and then three actually being able to submit Ankalaev. So I look at from that point of view. I think Ankalaev has a lot more submission upside because of the ability to take it down to the ground, ability to have top time. He did look for the rear naked choke, so that's not a bad option. You're probably pushing that bet 90% of the time, 95% of the time. But for the other 10% of the time, you're probably covering when Ankalaev does sink in the rear naked choke there. So submission only line, not a bad look. Um, the other line, Ankalaev, instead of the money line at minus 535 now, the minus 5.5 at minus 370 is not bad. It's not likely that it's going to go 5 rounds. But then when I say that, that's when it does. So I did take, and maybe that's a way. Um, now that I'm thinking about it, I'll show you the same game parlays here. I don't know where anything is. That's for you. Recent. I can't find my. Man. All right. Same game parlay time for the Johnny Walker side. Um, hold on. Oh, so yeah, we do have a shoot for the moon parlay here. Um, okay. So again, it's not likely, but I have seen times where Ankalaev, he is a counterpuncher. He does look for that check right hook. He sort of stays there waiting for the opponent to bring it to him. Now, in the old days, Johnny Walker didn't stop coming forward. He just came and threw recklessly. Since joining the Kavanagh camp with Conor McGregor, Kavanagh has him on the outside, circling, popping leg kicks, really trying to use his range. I was expecting against the Johnny Walker versus Thiago Santos. I said, "There's no way this is going to decision. I think this is going under 1.5." But then Kavanagh switched Johnny Walker, and now he fights from the outside. He pops from the outside. So if Ankalaev doesn't get the finish early, and he just sits there and looks at him and stares at him, I could see a time where it does go to decision. Ankalaev winning a decision based on kicks, no real big moments, sort of a staring contest. That's 100 to 1. It's tied takedowns, tied knockdowns. So if Ankalaev doesn't go for the takedowns because he feel like he's winning the stand up, he doesn't go for the takedowns, but he doesn't get a lot of knockdowns. He just, it's a sort of a sparring match, and then Ankalaev to win by decision is 100 to 1. It's $100 to win 10 grand. I could use that if I hit that. That would cover some of the losses for tonight. And the other one that I've put a little bit more on since posting it is it's basically a Uncle Ives club and sub. So let me pull it up here. Oh God, I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. So they're still talking the promo there. Here, I wanted to. So I'm bringing up the Uncle Ive Walker fight here. So here it is here. Walker goes to the body. There. Uncle Ive throws that left to the body, drops Walker, right? If this is a left straight to the head and this is a knockdown, uh, Uncle Ive making on top. Now he rides the back, and now he's trying to you see Uncle Ive right away looking for the choke. Has one hook in there. If if it was a knockdown, I could see club and sub being live. Okay, that's all my point being here is that here's the submission was live. He had it around the chin. I know he didn't get it, but if Uncle Ive does get a knockdown, and we've seen Johnny Walker get knocked down thousands of times, um, Uncle Ive hurries up. He jumps on top. Now they're on the ground. If Uncle Ive can submit him from the ground, so it would be Uncle Ive most knockdowns, right? Uncle Ive most strikes because he probably wins the strikes. Tied takedowns. This tied takedowns is key because again, I don't think Uncle Ive will. He might shoot for takedown, but tied takedowns is key, and then ends by submission. So for those four things to happen, we get 60 to 1, $100 to win 6 grand. We have those two same game parlays again. I think it's live club and sub. It's never happened before, but I'm willing to take a shot. Any other same game parlay that I tried to build, I think that Uncle Live could get the takedown if he wanted to. I think he could beat him up again because he doesn't have any submission attempts. So if it does go down to the ground, I could see Uncle Live winning by ground and pound. I tried no knockdowns, Uncle Live to win by KO didn't give me anything. So I stayed away from anything like that. So I think that's probably how it finishes. To be honest, Alkalive probably gets him out there. KO rounds 2, 3, 4. Probably maybe by ground and pound, maybe by stand up. Um, but yeah, so let me see what else I can play. Johnny Walker KO covers a lot of his win equity. Johnny Walker KO 1-2 probably comes early than it does come late. Uncle Live KO 1 is possible, KO 2, and then yeah, the submissions, club and subs. I'd rather take club and sub than the just submission. Uncle Live submission plus 800, and we're getting plus 6,000. I'd do a couple of extra steps in there, but I'd like the value compared to just the sub. Uncle Live inside the distance minus 225. While we're breaking, just wanted to let everybody know, man. Like again, UFC 297, they're showing a preview for it here. I kind of like the Sean Strickland side. I'll be honest, but that's just a fault in me because I've always tried to fade Dricus. Duplessis, I don't think he's very good. Not technically, he just has a ton of power, and he throws with power. He has this like run forward blitz that he does, kind of like Vitor Belfort in the promo. Um, Off stances, takedown defense is suspect. So I think um, Strickland can win that. But I did study the whole card. So I went back and I watched every single fight of every single fighter, the last 5 or 6 fights of them. So I got a pretty good read on that. Again, I'm going to the event there. So I put in a lot of time within the last 2 weeks. I didn't focus on this card as much as I should. With the time off there, I was focusing on the next one. So all there, I'll have all my breakdowns on YouTube available. I'm still putting together, so I make them. You can see them in the background here. I make the videos. I got to edit them. I got to upload them. I use our fighting stats to sort of compile them. We have our own diets. Sorry, our data scientists here that watch a tape for us. They collect all of the additional stats that you don't really find anywhere else. So it gives us a lot more insight. Something I wanted to say about the Sean Strickland one, we looked at the type of punches that he's throwing, the combos that he likes to throw, things like that. We found like 40% of Sean Strickland's strikes are single jabs, and then 20% were single twos, and then a combination of 1-2s, 1-1-2s. Sean Strickland is all straight punches down the middle, right? So for Dricus, I think for him, he's going to have to go around. He's going to have to land a left hook, right hook sort of thing, like an Alex Pereira sort of thing. But we have that sort of data that we sort of, I use it in my breakdowns. It sort of tells me the story again with the leg kicks and stuff. Sometimes it just doesn't come out the way we thought it would, but otherwise it gives us sort of an idea of how the fight's going to go. So I think for Dricus to win, it's going to be KO early. And then Sean Strickland could win by KOs rounds 3, 4, 5 as it goes later. Dricus hasn't really gone 5 rounds. I know in his regional tape he did. He had that whole nose thing where it looks like he's gassed out like halfway through round number 1. They said he fixed his nose. He's getting more than 8% oxygen now. So um, we didn't see. I was big on Robert Whitaker, and I'll be honest, I went to Vegas in that one for that fight for Dricus versus Robert. Whitaker looked okay, and then got dropped in the second round by a jab. So I am concerned that maybe I'm just trying to fade Dricus too much, and maybe he's better than I thought. So I'm being a little bit cautious on the Strickland side, but I think on paper it makes the most sense. Um, but it's just, yeah, Strickland has a way of making Strickland or people fight the Strickland fight. Again, against Imavov, I had Imavov against Strickland, thinking that Imavov was probably better at range, but just the forward pressure of Strickland, not in your face. All he does is spar, so he's seen it every single day. I don't know if Dricus can bring anything that Strickland hasn't seen, except for a little bit of awkwardness and a little bit of power. Sean Strickland's fought a lot of power guys as well, so it hasn't really been an issue for him in the past. He's sort of been pretty durable outside of obviously the left hook of Alex Pereira. So I think more tangibles on that side. If you're going to take the Dricus side, you could probably take Dricus KO round 1, 2, and then you have a whole bunch of other props for Strickland. So those are my thoughts. You might want to go back and watch them on YouTube. I posted them up there. I do have a bunch of plays already that I've put in. I think I totaled it up to over about 20,000 so far, if not more. So that's going to be the event that I'm really looking forward to. That's next weekend. We're getting a hotel down there, and I'm going to make it a nice one. I'm going to see if I can live stream at times, maybe go on Instagram or something, show you what's around there. So keep an eye out on that. Anybody in the chat? Let me see. Man, they are promoting this fight long. Okay. What kind of stats do we have here? Live. Maybe I'll just talk through some of the other fights that I like on next week. I don't know if I put out the breakdown yet, but Jimmy Flick. Jimmy Flick is fighting Malcolm Gordon. Um, Malcolm Gordon 2-4 in the UFC. I honestly think he could be 0-6 in the UFC. Um, one of his wins coming from arm injury. His opponent going down to post, like we saw, he was Gordon was in on a single leg or something or double leg. His opponent went to post and it broke his arm, bent backwards, sort of thing. So that was one win, and then the other win was against Figueiredo's little brother. You know how sort of green he is. Figueiredo's brother came in. He was controlling round number one. A minute left in that round. Figueiredo decides to drop back from full guard into to try to go for a heel hook, gives up position. Gordon gets up on top, and then now he rains down round and pound. Gordon ends up winning that round because it was sort of given to him. Round number two, Gordon tried to come out, replicate the takedowns, wasn't able to get the takedown. Figueroa able to keep the fight standing, pick him apart, all that stuff. So that one, round two, was a clear Figueredo round. And then round three, Figueroa decides to come out with a flying knee. First strike he throws is a flying knee, ends up falling down to the ground, and now it's Gordon on top, controls them ground and pound from the top, sort of thing. Had it not been for the flying knee, and had it not been from jumping down to heel hook, he easily loses that round. Like it would have been a repeat of round number two, which we saw, but Gordon gets gifted that win. He wins the unanimous decision win there. On the Jimmy Flick side, he's a very competent grappler. Um, very good grappler, very good arm triangle. He tries to set up that arm triangle. He actually has like an arm triangle submission from bottom. I've never seen anybody pull guard in an arm triangle and then able to reverse him. So very nasty arm triangle. I think on the ground, honestly, this fight, Jimmy Flick's like minus one, or sorry, plus 115, plus 120. If Jimmy Flick can get the fight down to the ground, and if this fight was on the mat, Jimmy Flick would be minus like 400, minus 500. If I'm being honest, in terms of what I've seen from the ground, Malcolm Gordon is okay on the ground, I want to say, but I didn't see anything spectacular. I saw a lot of time given up off of his back, a little bit complacent off his back. On top, stood in half guard for a little bit, wasn't able to really do much. So I give the huge edge on the ground to Jimmy Flick. And then on the feet, it's not like Malcolm Gordon's a huge heavy hitter that can put away guys. Um, I think he overextends on a lot of his strikes. He likes the 1-1-2, but you can see as he throws the two, he sort of falls off balance. I think it's easy for Jimmy Flick to sort of time the level change, get under Malcolm Gordon, and put him to his back. Malcolm Gordon has allowed 10 of 11 takedown attempts against, so he has like a 10% takedown defense so far. And like I said, if Jimmy Flick gets this down to the ground, I could see Jimmy Flick either easily getting the submission, arm triangle somehow sets it up, right? He has a lot of setups into arm triangle. Or if he doesn't get the submission, then he's going to ride top control to unanimous decision. So I don't see a lot of iterations of honestly Gordon winning. Um, it's going to have to be on the feet again. Gordon doesn't have a ton of power. If I guess it's going to have to come down to takedown defense. If Gordon somehow keeps the fight standing, then Jimmy Flick will have to fight stand. He's not really a striker. He has 0 KO wins, but he does throw a high guard. He knows he's not very good at striking, so he keeps the high guard. He doesn't let anything really come through, and he stands in kicking range throwing kicks. So if you let him, he'll stand out on the outside, throw kicks all day, work your legs. It's still going to have to be Gordon that has to close the distance, um, get inside, overextend on a couple of punches, and then again, I think Flick is easy to level change, get him down to the ground, and then really control him then from there. So I like that side. I played the Flick side money line already. I'm waiting for a couple of props, and you guys have been sitting here listening to me rabble on, but I figured I'd share that with you. That's one of the sides that I like. Malcolm Gordon is the Canadian, so he's sort of obligated to be on this card. They really tried to reach down and grab the bottom of the barrel in Jimmy Flick. If you didn't know, Jimmy Flick actually retired from MMA. I think he said it was like family issues or that he was having wife troubles or whatever it is. I think he's divorced now, and now he's back. He's back in the UFC, but he has two losses in a row. Both of them coming from ground and pound. The Charles Johnson one is just Charles Johnson is so much bigger. That one was fine, and then the other one was the leg kicks against whatever his face was. He beat up his lead leg. Jimmy Flick didn't have a leg to stand on, couldn't get the takedown, ended up losing by ground and pound. That one was fine there. So I kind of give him a pass. I don't know if Gordon can do the same. I guess it is live for Gordon and ground and pound. You might look at it maybe like a same game parlay if I can put that together to cover a Gordon KO if it does come from ground and pound. Maybe Flick ends up on bottom, whatever it is. So that's how it's sort of. I take a look at it. I attack it from different angles. I'll take a look at the money line, and then I'll come back maybe on the same game parlay as well. What else is there? Ankalaev's coming out. Johnny Walker's already in the cage. I'm just trying to fill time. But let me know if you guys have any questions. I hate that FanDuel lots me out every time. So is the Ankalaev KO going to come from the right hook, the check right hook, or is it going to come from the left straight? I mean, I think the first fight between these guys was Ankalaev minus 400, minus 350, right? So the fact that this really went down to minus 500, like you've seen it before. Had it not been a legal knee, it would have only been another minute or so before Ankalaev probably really finishes him. So I don't know what kind of adjustments Johnny Walker can make. He already said in an interview, if you saw that Johnny Walker, if they ask you where are you now, he's going to say he's in the Las Vegas desert. Noting that last time he said he was in the desert and they called it off, he says he wasn't in the desert or something. Okay, I'm not going to force a play right now. We're going to see maybe if we can enter on Ankalaev. I didn't play the money line at minus 550. I don't have it in a parlay or anything. I did have Ankalaev inside the distance with Acosta inside the distance, but that has since lost. So not going to force it back. Seeing if I can come in live at some point. Maybe Johnny Walker has a good first round and we can get in live minus 200-ish. Does it make sense to anybody that Johnny Walker's nickname isn't like Blue Label or Black Label? Like, wouldn't it make the most sense to be that? Johnny Blue Label Walker. What does it say? 7-inch. Oh, 7-inch reach advantage. Anybody take Ankalaev to be champion by the end of the year? I think he probably gets the next shot after winning this. This one's in July. I could see him getting a title shot. Where'd my live line go? Ugh. Okay, they are off. Round number one, Ankalaev in Southpaw, Johnny Walker in Orthodox. Ankalaev fakes a body kick. Yeah, you see Walker already. Oh, nice check. Walker threw that inside low kick. Ankalaev checked it. faked the low kick and went high with the wheel kick. Is Johnny? This is how Johnny Walker wins. Outside. Oh, big right hands from Walker. Coming forward 30 seconds into the fight. Yeah, that's why you couldn't really take a total in this. Inside low kick from Walker. Oof. Outside low kick from Walker. Ooh. Ankalaev just misses on the left hook. Inside low kick from Ankalaev. Outside low kick from Ankalaev again. Ooh, switch kick from Walker. Overhand right blocked by Ankalaev. Ooh, an axe kick from Johnny Walker. Ooh, almost with the back kick. Ankalaev checked inside low kick, goes for the right hook, misses on the right hook. Johnny Walker pops a jab. Ankalaev on the live line, minus 270 on DraftKings. Now's the time to get in, guys. Inside low kick. I gotta get in. Only 2 minutes has gone by. I've gone from a minus 800 favorite to minus 270. I'm okay with that. And again, we thought that this round would be the best round for Johnny Walker. Inside low kick for Ankalaev. It's not like Walker's doing crazy. Yeah. If it drops anymore, I'm taking it again. Minus 270 correct win right now. The kick from Ankalaev. Halfway through round one, we're getting minus 270 on a minus 600 favorite. Oh, he landed that right hook there. All right, we hit Ankalaev again. Sorry, minus 270. Spin, spin, spin. Oh, back to the center of the cage. Ankalaev still southpaw. Walker still working that inside low kick. It's Ankalaev coming forward. Walker on his back foot. Outside low kick from Walker. Minus 298 for Ankalaev. Overhand right misses. This is what I talked about, the staring contest, where they just like stare at each other, pat pat, sparring match, outside low kick, inside low kick. If they keep this up for 5 rounds, oh, shoot for the moon, we're there. Outside low kick from Ankalaev again. Oh, big outside low kick from Ankalaev. It buckled Walker there. Watch that left leg of Walker, how he stands on it there. Slow it down, guys. Ooh, inside low kick from Ankalaev. I mean, I still think he won this round. Did Walker do any? Oh, nice kick to the body. Oh, I hit the cup. That looked like the body. A replay. Throws the right kick and oh yeah, it's right on the money. Never mind. That's a bingo. Well, everybody gets one free nut kick and one free eye gouge, so you might as well use them early. Yeah, I mean, if I'm a fighter, it's like You load up on a nut shot right away to begin with. Now he flinches every time you throw the right leg. You get one free one. What is he doing? Oh, hard warning. Oh my goodness. Given a warning for the nut shot. So you got to keep an eye on that. Any live books have draw available. He hasn't taken a point yet, but Uncle Live does like that kick. If he gets there again, that point deduction leads to draws. Don't go nuts with it. It's probably not going to hit, but I'm just putting it on the radar. All right, back up. 35 seconds left. And Uncle Live's still showing that check there for the right leg. Southpaw versus Orthodox. The body kicks are open, right? He wants that kick. He goes to the body often. Um, and Walker has these like long arms that you're trying to get underneath the elbows to the body. 10-second clap. Oh, capoeira. Yeah, Johnny Walker. Yeah, took the last 10 seconds of the fight to expend more cardio than you needed to. Minus 345 for Uncle Live. I don't really understand that. I guess people think it was close. Was it close? Minus 550 to start the fight, and now minus 345 after arguably winning that round. Yeah, I'm okay. I have minus 270, so I'll wait. No knockdowns, no takedowns, correct? One down, four to go. Keep it up, guys. Continue. Round number two. Walker right away for the inside low kick. Ankalaev returns the kick. Outside low kick from Ankalaev. Oh, another axe kick. Just misses for Johnny Walker. Can you imagine if he lands that? Nice inside low kick from Ankalaev. Ankalaev's starting to come forward. He's trying to throw that left straight down to the body that we saw in that first fight. 14-12 for leg kicks. Outside low kick again from Ankalaev. He's really beating up that lead leg of Walker. Yeah, stare at each other. Oh my goodness, my stream went down. What's going on? Oh my goodness. Trying to get my stream back up. God damn it. Turn on the box. I don't want to be behind. Okay, guys, I'm having trouble with my stream. Give me a second. Okay, guys, I'm going to try to go upstairs. See if I can get this stream working. Hold on. No, it's not loading up. One more time. No. All right, I'm ending this one. I'm going to take the phone upstairs, watch the rest of it upstairs on cable. Give me a second. Thanks, guys.